Hey, what's going on, comic book familia? This is Ephraim Passpoint Comics, and thanks for checking out my next video. If you like what you see, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. I'm getting little by little closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, and I said once I hit my next mark, I will be doing a giveaway. So, like I said, if you like what you see, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. So when I do my videos, I try to think of topics that would interest me if I was watching it. And something has changed in my collections. Back in the day, even last year, I would just when new books come out that you can order in advance, I would always get at least between say 15 to 30 books. I've stopped. In the last 3 months, I think I might have ordered one or two books. And the reason I'm doing that, because for me at least, there's a limit of buying new books. I just started to focus more on going after my so-called grails. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying new books. I still go through every month looking what books are available. And if one really catches my eye, for example, when Something is Killing the Children, when that book first came out, I said, book is going to be a hit. So I ordered some of those books. When I go through advanced orders, I go through them, take my time, I read the synopsis of what each title is about. And if it grabs my interest, I will buy those books. But the days of buying, like I said, 15 to 30 books every month are gone. I don't buy them anymore, and I also have stopped buying comic books from specific comic book shops that have like these variants or exclusives. One, to me, they're just too expensive. I mean, I'm old school. I remember when comic books used to cost 20 cents, and I don't mind paying $3 to $4 for a book. But when books go for like 15, 20, or more, $100 per book, I just say, to me, that's not a good investment. I am holding back. I started selling some of my books, and I have a separate sales page on Instagram and also on eBay. I'll put the links of those in the description below if anybody wants to check them out. I'm starting to sell books that matter to me, I should say, a little bit, but not books that like, hey, I want to hold on to for the rest of my life, so to speak. These are books, and I've been collecting for over 50 years, and I just want to use that money. The money that I've been making from my comic books, I've been holding back, and I haven't bought any new books because I want to go after my grails. And some of my grails to me are Silver Age Marvel books, which I'm still like, for example, if I could save up enough money to get Hulk #1, Fantastic Four no, I already have Fantastic Four #1. That's off the book. Thor #1, Journey into Mystery 83. Let me see what else. And the first Iron Man. Those are the kind of books that I'm aiming for. And I know they are expensive depending on the grade. So I've been, holding off buying new books because I want to reach those goals. Like I said, even a year ago, I would buy all kinds of books, modern books, but I've stopped. I think there comes a limit when you have to stop. But I'm always, like I said, when there's a grail, I'm saving up for them. But if there's a specific modern book that's coming out that grabs my attention, I will still buy. But like I said, I've maybe in the last 3 months, I've bought like 2 or 3 new books. And like I said, this is just my opinion. I would love to hear what your habits are now in collecting comic books. Do you still buy modern books? Do you still go after the variants? Or are you just holding off like I have and just buying specific books that grab your attention, but also buying what you love? If I see a modern book and if I love it, I'm going to buy it. But I really, really have scaled down. This is going to be a quick video. I just like to see other person's opinions and how they've been collecting or how their collection habits have changed. But I do have 2 books that I bought recently. I'm a big fan of comic books, like when real life artists show up. I completely missed out on the Eminem comic book that came out a couple of months ago. People were going crazy over that book. Again, it was highly priced. So, first of all, I completely missed it. And when I tried to order it, it was gone. And then the price is just going up and up, on the second and third market, like on eBay. But this book I did buy. This is Batman Superman World's Finest #10. It's Superman singing with Paul McCartney. I just had to have this book. I thought it was a cool looking book. And, you know, Paul McCartney obviously was one of the Beatles. If he ever does a signing, heck yeah, I'm going to send this book in. But I've never ever seen him sign a comic book before. But if he ever does, this is the book that I'm sending in. First of all, this is a great series. If you haven't been reading Batman Superman World's Finest, I did a 1-minute short, and I'll put a link to that in the description. This is a great book to read. It doesn't follow any continuity in the DC universe as we know of, because it's set in the past, and it's, like I said, it's a really fun read. Now, one other book that I bought I think I ordered it about a few months ago. This is Absolute Batman: The Killing Joke. This is the 30th anniversary edition of this book. This is a classic book, and it's hardbound now. I bought the original comic book when it first came out. Since this was the 30th anniversary, and I know I paid more than, you know, like I said, a few bucks, but I'm really being very particular in the books that I purchase moving forward. But I just wanted this book. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know if I ever will. And it has, you know, these iconic covers from the original comic book. As you can see, it's a pretty thick book, and it's quite heavy too. So like I said, you know, I'm curious to see if you check out this video, how or have they not changed your collecting habits. But once again, this is Ephraim, Passpoint Comics. If you like a book, read it. And if you really like it, buy it. Until next time, everybody.